Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you how to get a Fanatec wheel working in OMSI 2. You'd think it'd be simple, but nothing's ever simple with OMSI 2. You won't have to do this for any other game slash you wouldn't have to do this for any other steering wheel out there. Because they all seem to be supported. Fanatec wheels are the only ones that don't seem to be supported. So let's get into it. First thing you'll want to do is go to your OMSI 2 install location. Usually this is on the C drive in C program files, x86 Steam. Steam apps common, but in my case it's on my other drive because I've changed the install location. And you'll want to go into inputs, and in here you're gonna have a file called game controller.cfg, and I'll just show you inside because you could probably see I've already got one in there. But in here you've got something that looks probably familiar because it says Logitech G25. Settings for that: Logitech Momo Racing, Fanatec Club Sport Wheelbase 2, T500 gear shifter. You've got one of those. It'll basically have everything listed, and it's got, as I understand it, the OMSI 2 presets in it, which are a little bit old. I don't think they've ever been updated. So basically you'll want to delete the file with this contents in, and you don't need to recreate it or anything. If I'll show you what mine looks like now, it's got one device in it, and that's it. Oh, two, sorry, because I've got a Thrustmaster T500 RS gear shift plugged in. So it's got that, and it's got the wheel itself. But yeah, all you'll want to do is delete that file for now, and then you'll want to go into Device Manager. A few ways you can get to it, but just easy enough to type in Device Manager into the Start menu. Expand that out. And what you want to do in here, you want to go into Human Interface Devices. So you've got an area here that's called HID Compliant Game Controller. So what you'll need to do, essentially, is if you open up your Fanatec wheel property page, you can see that you've got, well, in my case, I've got the T500 plugged in, and the two Fanatec wheels it lists by default. I believe this is because Fanatec wheels, you have typically a base and then an optional steering wheel on top, so it registers it as two devices basically. But in the Device Manager, where you've got HDI compliant game controller, you'll see there's 3 here. Now I'd advise you unplug anything in here which you don't need. You only need the wheel plugged in, and basically disable the bottom one. I don't think it matters if you disable the top or the middle one, which would be this one, but just disable this one. And you see now it's disabled. Now I think that whenever you restart your system, you'll have to do this, or really whenever you want to play OMSI 2. But yeah, when you restart your system, it's probably going to undo this, so you'll have to do it again. And you can see that the Thrustmaster is no longer showing for me, so it's obviously again different. So should be the middle one then. Yeah, that's fine. So that's the top one, middle, and the bottom one. I mean, usually it would show 1, 2, and 3, and this would line up, but it's not for some reason. But as you can see, I'll do this again if I enable that, and then I disable it. See, only 1 shows up. Then you can just quickly check if you go into properties and just check the wheels working. Check the throttle, brake, and clutch. That's fine. You can click OK on that and then close that. And so the next thing you want to do is launch OMSI 2. So I'll do a quick cut here while that launches. Okay, once the game's loaded up, you want to click on Options and then Game Controller. And again, I'll do a cut here because this can take a few minutes to load up. But just be patient, it will load up in the end. Okay, once it's loaded, you'll see here you've got the what's currently connected, and you can basically click on this. I won't do it because it will give me an error, but nothing will show up here, but it will detect it and add it here. And then as you can see, you're able to turn your wheel, use the throttle, brake, clutch, assign all your buttons, all that good stuff, and same with the T500 RS. And so once you've done this, OMSI 2 will recreate that file we initially deleted, but what deleting that file did was basically get rid of any conflicting configurations you already had. And so yeah, that's basically what you've got to do. Hopefully it made sense. If you have any questions, of course, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.